kings of the entire inhabited earth, to gather them together to the war of the great day of God the Almighty. Look, I am coming as a thief. Happy is the one that stays awake. And they go forth to the kings of the entire inhabited earth, to gather them together to the war of the great day of God the Almighty. Look, I am coming as a thief. Happy is the one that stays awake and keeps his outer garments, that he may not walk naked, and people look upon his shamefulness. And they gathered them together to the place that is called in Hebrew Armageddon. And the seventh one poured out his bowl upon the air. At this, a loud voice issued out of the sanctuary from the throne, saying, "It has come to pass." And lightnings and voices and thunders occurred, and a great earthquake occurred, such as had not occurred since men came to be on the earth. So extensive an earthquake. So, song of the land, song of the Lamb, say, song of the land, song of the land, song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and wonderful are your works, Jehovah God." And the men were scorched with great heat. God, song of the land, song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and wonderful are your works, Jehovah God." And the men were scorched with great heat. But they blasphemed the name of God, who has the authority over these plagues. And they did not repent. 7 bowls of the anger of God. And go, say to the 7 angels, go, and pour out the 7 bowls of the anger of God into the earth. The first one went off and poured out his bowl into the earth. And a hurtful and malignant ulcer came to be upon the men that had the mark of the wild beast, and that were worshipping its image. And the second one poured out his bowl into the sea. And it became blood as of a dead man, and every living soul died, yes, the things in the sea. And the third one poured out his bowl into the rivers and the fountains of the waters, and they became blood. And I heard the angel over the waters say, "You, the one who is and who was, the loyal one, are righteous, because you have rendered these decisions, because they poured out the blood of holy ones and of prophets, and you have given them blood to drink. They deserve it." And I heard the altar say, "Yes, Jehovah God the Almighty, true and righteous are your judicial decisions." And the fourth one poured out his bowl upon the sun, and to the sun it was granted to scorch the men with fire. And the men were scorched with great heat, but they blasphemed the name of God, who has the authority over these plagues, and they did not repent so as to give glory to him. And the fifth one poured out his bowl upon the throne of the wild beast, and its kingdom became darkened, and they began to gnaw their tongues for their pain, but they blasphemed the God of heaven for their pains and for their ulcers. They did not repent of their works. And the sixth one poured out his bowl upon the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up, that the way might be prepared for the kings from the rising of the sun. Many will see it and will fear, and they will trust in Jehovah. Happy is the able-bodied man that has put Jehovah as his trust, and that has not turned his face to defiant people, nor to those falling away to lies. Many things you yourself have done, O Jehovah my God, even your wonderful works and your thoughts toward us. There is none to be compared to you. Were I inclined to tell and speak of them, they have become more numerous than I can recount. Sacrifice and offering you did not delight in. These ears of mine you opened up. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not ask for. In view of that, I said, here I have come. In the roll of the book it being written about me, To do your will, O my God, I have delighted, and your law is within my inward parts. I have told the good news of righteousness in the big congregation, Jehovah my God. Even your wonderful works and your thoughts toward us, there is none to be compared to you. Were I inclined to tell and speak of them, they have become more numerous than I can recount. Sacrifice and offering you did not delight in. These ears of mine you opened up. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not ask for. In view of that, I said, here I have come. In the roll of the book it being written about me. To do your will, O my God, I have delighted, and your law is within my inward parts. I have told the good news of righteousness in the big congregation. Look, my lips I do not restrain. O Jehovah, you yourself know that well. Being written, to do your will, O my God, I have to do your will, O my God, I have delighted, and your law is within my inward parts. I have told the good news of righteousness in the big congregation. Look, my lips I do not restrain. O Jehovah, you yourself know that well. Your righteousness I have not covered over within my heart. Praise to our God. Praise to our God. Many will see it and will fear, and they will self know that well in the big congregation. You yourself, O Jehovah, do not restrain your pity from me. Let your loving kindness and your trueness themselves constantly safeguard me. For calamities encircled me until there was no numbering of them. More errors of mine overtook me than I was able to see. They became more numerous than the hairs of my head, and my own heart left me. Be pleased, O Jehovah, to deliver me. O Jehovah, to my assistance do make haste. May those be ashamed and abashed altogether who are seeking my soul to sweep it away. May those turn back and be humiliated who are delighting in my calamity. Let those stare in amazement in consequence of their shame who are saying to me, aha, aha. Let those exult and rejoice in you, all those who are seeking you. Let those say constantly, may Jehovah be magnified. Those who are loving salvation by you. But I am afflicted and poor. Jehovah himself takes account of me. You are seeking you. Let those say constantly, may Jehovah be magnified. Those who are loving salvation by you. But I am afflicted and poor. Jehovah himself takes account of me. You are my assistance and the provider of escape for me. Oh my God, do not be too late.
Somebody.
Let's dance. Let's dance to the drummer's beat. Let's dance. Let's dance to the drummer's beat.